before recording, so silly me. But I only wrote like 2 lines, really, so 2 short lines, so I'm not really far or anything. I'm still on 505 pages. Actually, technically 504. It's just the little character details and the plot details of kind of go down the page, but the actual scene thus far is halfway through 504, and we're at 176k words still, so not much has changed. There you go. So yeah, I'm just gonna get to that. It's another late start, but I honestly could go to sleep early. I might seem sleepy, I'm not. It's just the morning. But yeah. I'll catch up whenever I have some significant word count done. Hopefully this morning will go by smoothly. I don't have any workout to do today. It's a rest day. So I suppose I'll replace those 2 hours with something productive. Well, not that working out isn't productive, just something as productive, I would say. Yeah. Anyway, I'm tired and tired of yapping, so I'll see you in a minute. We got some decent word count. They got it, 769. There you go. Oh, yeah, so I'm gonna take a break now. I'm gonna make some lunch with the girl, so it's about 11:45, so yeah. We up. Got maybe 1,000 words left today, so it's looking pretty good. No exercise, so I could have some more time. Some exercise, maybe some yoga. But I have to pack some stuff for the move because we are moving houses next month. So yeah, I just have to pack some stuff into a couple boxes. Minimalize the room a little bit, if that's the word. Minimalize. Is that a word even? Minimize? Anyway, yeah, so I'll just update you when I have some more words done and some screenplay writing. Gotta transcribe, send it out to the mentor. Yeah, get his advice before he has to do the midterm evaluation on me, because that's something we have to do for school. I think I might have to also evaluate him. So yeah, we'll see. Another day, another dollar. So there we have it. That's enough for today. It's a pretty short video, honestly. There's not much to do. But yeah, I'm done. So we're gonna get some Italian food later. That's gonna be very nice. But I don't know. I was thinking about just finishing today. Just like finishing scenes, finishing chapters, finishing the novel. Just a lot of the kind of, I would say, myths about finishing things and how, I don't know, it's people think it's actually quite easy for you once you do it a couple times, just especially novels, because, I was thinking just about a friend I have who has a difficult time finishing like even smaller works, and I can't blame them because they're not actually a writer. It's just we were talking about them with my girlfriend a little bit, and so I was just thinking like, oh, this could be a valid point of advice to people who are like this, because not everyone should be a writer, but I think everyone could write a book, at least one. And so there's this myth or just thought that goes through their head that you have to have experience or just have some kind of special skill to finish stories, which isn't true. You don't even need experience. I mean, everyone writes their first book without any experience. It's just like writing big books, or just anything, like anything that you haven't done before that seems like a big project, seems like just such a big stepping stone. Like there's so many things in the way that it just seems like such an insurmountable task. Because if you think about it, if you look at a 500-page book, you're like, wow, I couldn't write that right now. And like, yeah, you couldn't write that right now. Not all in one go. You couldn't write it in a week either, or a month. Sometimes even a year. Though with sustained effort, it's easy within a couple months. But you have to think in terms of long time. Not instant gratification is one of those things that people are hung up on nowadays. They have trouble sticking to things because they keep getting new ideas, or they get disappointed in the process. And this happens to just like standard writers often. And consistent effort over time adds up to big results. Small effort over time. If you write 100 words a day for a year, that's like what? 3,000? No. I'm not. 36,000? Yeah, 36. Yeah, 30. I was like, no, that's not 3,000. I'm stupid. That's 10. But yeah, 36,000. So that's a lot. If you literally write under a page a day, you can write half of a just standard novel. Even more than half if you're only aiming for 50,000. That's if you're writing 100. It's a lot easier to write 100 a day, especially if you're making things up. It's hard to make things up as you go along without any plan, because structure plays a big part of it. But it's just like consistent effort over time really creates a belief that you can finish something. So I would say, instead of getting hung up on perfection and just the standard kind of beginning itches that you get, where it's not only just perfection, but you think about how people might judge you, and that comes with perfection. But perfection is usually an internal thing. But there's also the external thing of somebody will read this, they will not like it. But like, yeah, when you read, I don't really have like a fiction book with me. I just have like Meditations and The Republic on here. But there you go. Dracula, right? This is my copy. It's a library copy, but not everyone's gonna like this book, or every part of it. My girlfriend just read it, actually, and she didn't like the ending, but she liked the book. So no matter what, people are gonna hate it. But also, no matter what, people are gonna love it. It just depends who. So just cross the finish line, whatever it takes. It doesn't matter how you cross it, as long as it's you who type the words, right? And that's about it. So yeah, that's my little piece of advice. I would say, just the power of finishing is, that's power. Because once you finish a big project, you realize you can pretty much finish anything, but with time. And some things require a lot more time. It's not delayed gratification is what you want. Instant gratification, it's all the bad things, all the silly stuff, like you know what I'm talking about. Fucking drugs too, just like hanging out with people who do that, and like, don't get me wrong, everyone's tried it. It's just that if you, I don't know, if you're addicted to, let's say, alcohol, for example, but you want to achieve something, do something, I don't know, if you really want to like get good grades, right? That's delayed gratification. Getting good grades is delayed gratification. But if you drink a lot of alcohol throughout the week, you party a lot, that's instant gratification. So it's which one do you pick, right? Like one in the long term is gonna, like this is obvious, but it's a long term, short term pleasure. Everyone knows this, but not a lot of people actually reflect on it enough to commit to it, if you know what I mean. People settle for a balance of both, but I would say balance is not the greatest asset. It's going all in, to be honest. You either you either become an absolute alcoholic, or you become a nerd. You know, and the people in the middle are going to be the ones who are mediocre. So you either completely fuck up, or you lock in. So just lock in, or fuck up. No, don't. No, I'm not telling you to, but that's up to you. So just lock in. It's a lot more fun. I feel like, I don't know, the stuff that doesn't seem very fun, like writing a book for a lot of people, is that the most fun part. I don't get how, at least if you're a writer. If you're a non-writer, like, of course, that doesn't have to be fun for you, because it's fun for a specific kind of person. But if you're a writer and you hate writing, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Um, I haven't met many of those, but I have actually. I have. When you complain as a writer a lot about the act of writing, um, you just kind of waste time. So it's best to just do it, even though it seems like shit. And you're gonna read your first novel with sighs of disappointment. Who doesn't? But I still, even for me though, like it's been years since I finished it, and I'm only now publishing it, like properly. Beforehand, I kept delaying it because it didn't feel ready. But that's the thing. I read it over, and it just didn't feel ready. It felt bad in some degree, and it wasn't necessarily in the grand scheme of things. It was actually quite good. It's just in the details. I kind of get hung up on the details now that I'm trying to publish it. So you're gonna have that problem. Most people do. But if I'm self-publishing, so I'm a lot more critical about it because I want it to be as professional as possible. Because I did get a professional editor to edit the book, but on top of that, I'm a perfectionist now, and so leave the perfection till later because it'll be useful when you're publishing. But when you're not publishing, and when you're just writing, oh brother, how are you gonna get to like 1,800 words? Like like I wouldn't have gotten to 1,800 words if I was hung up on every word. And yeah, intuitively, I'm better than I was, and I keep getting better. But that's because I write every day. So write every day, and just finish. Just finish. You know what I mean? Just finish. That's all for today, though. That's day 14. We're 2 weeks out. It's very nice to finally see the number. We're halfway through the challenge, essentially. I mean, I suppose tomorrow is halfway, but out of 4 weeks, we're 2 weeks in. So it's very nice to have that. I think this is one of the best challenges to do if you actually want to finish something for the first time. If you've struggled to in the past and you haven't had something to actually like stick to or to keep you disciplined, a challenge for like a month on a particular month, and sure, right now NaNoWriMo's not in the greatest place, but it doesn't really matter if you do NaNoWriMo or not. If you stick to a challenge for a month, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna keep you accountable. And if you want to post somewhere, that would also help. I post my word I post my word counts on Instagram. Of course, I record, and so like it keeps me accountable in these two spaces. So yeah, that's that. Day 14, looking up. I'm gonna go eat dinner with the fam. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow when it's halfway done. The road to 50K is closing in. Of course, technically it's the road to 100K, since I'm going into the end of December. But I'm just excited. I'm excited. I gotta love the process because this is the best part of it. It's harder later. Trust me. This is the easiest part. Writing is the easiest part. So yeah. See ya.